Hi everyone, this is Blessedepoxybyamey. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing fine. If you are a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If not, please subscribe, like, comment, share. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, what we're going to be doing today. My youngest daughter, Selena, is having my first granddaughter. She's due in March, and we've already started preparing, buying a little here and a little there instead of trying to rush and come up with everything in the last month or the last 2 weeks. So she started getting decorations for the room, and I got her these. It's a set of 3 to go on the wall. And I was thinking, I could make a mold like this and get other colors to go on the wall as well. Of course, I'll have to ask her if she could get these in other colors, what color she would want. And of course, I'll do it ceramic, so I'll use the mix to mold. But anyway, so I took one out. It's a set of 3. I think I said that, but yeah, it's a set of 3. And I was trying to find some kind of, because I watch Tammy from Epoxy app. I love watching you, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. I hope you're watching this. If not, hey, anyway. But I watch her and I see how she does her molds. And I was trying to find something in this house that would be close instead of making my little ugly homemade contraptions to put around it. So all I could come up with was this. And it is mixed mold container. Now it is a little bit bigger than what I want because as you can see, it's going to be a thick mold around the sides. I wish it wasn't, and I'm sure I could build it up somehow or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and mix the, let me move this, the Let's resin. And this is the 0A. I'm going to mix this and hopefully get enough. I'm sure I won't have enough the first go round because I usually don't. But I'm going to mix a couple of ounces, probably about, put this back. I'll probably mix about, I got a measuring cup. I'm going to just do 400 ml to start with, and then see how much I need from there. Because, with silicone, I could put that and it not even cover it and wait 2 or 3 days and pour the next one if I wanted to, and it would still come together because it's going to stick to itself. Oh, and by the way, in the bottom of this, just like Tammy showed me, I put some resin down just to make the bottom level. As you can see, and it was some old resin. That's why it's yellow looking. So, that's what you can do with your epoxy that's went yellow, which I'm sure you could still put color in it and it'll look fine. You'll never know. But this is a quick cure epoxy by, let me go see. It's actually a fast set epoxy by Culture DIY. And I've had that probably for well over a year. Probably getting close to 2 years. At least a year and a half, I'll say. And it smells. Like right now, this is cured and I can still smell it. It just really stinks. Not a knock on the product. Other than that, I don't think, and it's in the bucket, but I don't think it has any bubbles or anything in it, as far as I can see. But it does. Let's see. Let me cut this light on. There we go. It is yellow. And you can see where I sprayed alcohol. Probably more than I should have. I think I do see bubbles in there, but we're not going to judge it because I did nothing but mix it and pour it in. I just wanted it for a bottom so I can have a flat surface. So don't judge their product. But I will tell you, it smells, and it's a chemically smell, and I don't like that. So, But anyway, like I said, this was a while ago. I'm sure there's been improvements made or whatever. And it may not even have that smell now. I don't know. And it may be because it's set, but if I remember correctly, that's why I never used it. And it's pretty pricey because when I used it the first time, I was trying to use it to do a bloom. And that thing cured up so fast on me, it was a disaster. So and it moved too fast for me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use it. But I will use it for this, even though it smells. It'll be a good, quick thing to use. And even though I poured it last night, and here it is the next day, and I'm using it. But I just didn't want to have to sit and watch it and all that stuff. So I sprayed, and like I said, I think I come and sprayed after it's already right at the stage of curing, so you can see little dimples in it from the alcohol. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're going to pour these, and there might be little tiny imperfections, but that's all right. They'll go together because this is one that she's using. Hopefully I don't mess it up. But I'm going to do, like I said, 400 mLs and see where we are from there. I'm not going to show y'all me mixing it. You know, it's, like I said, it's Lutz resin, OA, silicone rubber. I'm going to mix that up, 200A, 200B, and because it's a 1-to-1. And I'm going to mix it up, and I'll come back when I'm pouring it. See you in a few. Okay, I'm back. Y'all, is there a way to tell when this silicone is mixed good? My hand is killing me. And I'm going to use that as my indication because it all looks the same. I don't see where you can see streaks or anything like that like you can with the epoxy. So, that being said, I wipe down the side or scrape down the sides and the bottom. And I'm going to scrape off my tool. Did that several times, but I'm going to scrape it off now to go ahead and pour it. And excuse my voice, it's still not right. I'm going, hold on a minute. I'm going to go Tuesday and see the doctor and see what might be going on with my voice doing this. All right, I'm going to try. And sorry, y'all. Let me see if I can get this to come out. Oh, the wrong way. All right. Okay. Try not to hit the side. Pour in the same spot, but try not to hit the side of the container and have it dripping down. And some people probably pour it slow, but I'm pouring it like I pour it. I've never really had any issues with any bubbles in it. So I'm just going to pour away. And wouldn't it be a blessing if this is enough? Y'all know what? It looked like it might possibly be. If not, we're going to need just a little bit more. Come on. Yeah, we're going to probably need a little bit more. Yeah, just to get the top. Because we want a little bit of space between the very top and the, you know, what'll be the bottom of the mold. So it'll be good and sturdy. All right. So let me get my scraper. Let's scrape the rest of it. I would have just put a few more in there. We might get it. We might get it, y'all. Yep. It's going to be, wow, y'all. What a blessing. What a blessing. We've still got some more, so we're going to reach that vegetable at the top. Yeah, this hoarseness, whatever it is that's going on, it's been doing this since the accident. So I don't know if it has anything to do with the accident or if it just coincided with that. And I've been hoarse before. I think everybody has once or twice in their life. But and I've even been hoarse and it went away and within a couple of days came back. But this one's been going on, about a month now. And no indication of leaving. And the more I talk, the worse it gets. I'm wondering, because I do know one time I had a polyp. Never knew you could get polyps in there, but you can. And they had to take it out, but I wasn't hoarse with it. But this one might be closer to my voice box or something. And I did run into a first lady from one of the other churches that I'm good friends with. And she wasn't talking, and she said that she had a polyp in her throat, and she couldn't talk. The doctors told her, I'm assuming she had it removed, and the doctors told her to rest her voice. So I hope that's enough over the top of it. I don't know, y'all. I think I'm going to put a little bit more in it. I'm going to throw a little bit more in there. And just a little bit, because I don't want it to be trying to take the piece out the mold and then it just break through because it's too thin. So I'm going to pour just a little bit in the bottom of this mixing cup. It's always one of these containers that don't want to open. All right. Mix that real quick. It's just a little bit. So, how's everyone been doing? We have some really rainy weather, which is, I went back to the procrastination on this prayer bench, but I am going to, as soon as it's sunny, I'm gonna take it outside and sand the bottom where the drips are at, and then sand the top again and the edges and get it ready for a top coat. If I'm being honest, I am not at all happy with how it turned out, but most of the time when I'm doing something on my own, if I'm being honest, I'm not happy with how it turns out. Now, I don't know if everyone is like that. I have seen a few people that when they've been doing videos and they're making something, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. And they're just not satisfied with it. And I was like, I said, they sound like me. I said, but their piece is gorgeous. So I wonder that. So I usually do ask people, and everyone's saying it's beautiful. But to me, it's not at all like what I envisioned it, And I think it was because I did a dirty pour versus just a straight pour of the colors. And I'm half tempted to pour it again and do the straight pour of colors. And knowing me, that's probably what'll happen. And it may not. I'm just gonna sand it and go from there. All right, I think this is mixed enough. Scrape the sides. I scraped my tool off. Did all of the things. All right. All right, let's get the rest of this poured. There we go. That definitely should do it. This is where we need to be. A lot of the bubbles mixed into that one. but they'll come out. That's the thing I noticed about silicone. The bubbles will just rise up and pop right on the surface. I wish the epoxy would do as well. Some of them do, most of them don't. But I do love, I must say, my Bond Crafters. And I've been relatively, well, not even relatively, I've been very satisfied with their product. So, I don't think I've ever used any silicone with them. I'll have to try it. But I'm happy with Let's Resin silicone too. So, I mean, what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right. So, that's the end of that. All right. I'm going to spray some alcohol. So, yeah, that's perfect. Could have used a lot less. Like I said, if those sides were closer, but you know what? It is what it is, and I really want to get this done, so I'm willing to sacrifice that extra silicone for my baby girl and my baby granddaughter. So, let's see. Hold on a minute. My little granddaughter's name is going to be Soraya Rose. Rose, the middle name, is after my father. His name was Roosevelt. And my aunt, whose name is Rosalie. My daughter was just absolutely in love with her grandfather. We lost him a little over 2 years ago. But when they moved to North Carolina, because we lived right next door, and I tell you, my kids was more over at their grandpa's than they was at home, and I'd have to tell them, y'all need to come home and let grandma and grandpa have some time to themselves. You know, you can't always be over there. Well, they was always over there, and I'd have to go get them. But when they moved, she went to him, and she said, Papa, that's what they called her grandparents, Pepe. She said, Pepe, she said, I want one of your shirts. Can I have one of your shirts before you move? And he said, you sure can, baby. Go look in Papa's closet and get one. She said, Papa. She said, I want one that you've worn. And he said, you want a dirty shirt? And she said, Papa, I want one that smells like you, because she's going to miss going and seeing her Papa and getting them hugs. And my father, dirty, he always smelled like cologne. He was a heavy equipment operator, and this man wore slacks, button-down shirt tucked in, sleeves rolled up, looking like he was ready to go to church, but he was going to work. And when he come home, he was just as clean as when he left. So, I mean, this man, and very soft-spoken, he was an amazing man. Even when he was punishing you, he didn't yell at you. He talked to you calmly. And I really miss my father. I miss my mother. I miss them both, but I know they both serve the good Lord in heaven, and I know I'll see them again in heaven, but they'll be my brother and sister in heaven, and according to the word. And I just can't wait to be able to see them again. I'm sure I won't know them as, like I said, as my mother and my father, but I'll know them as my brother and my sister. And that's all that matters, because I know while I'm here, I know where they are, and I know where I want to be. And that's up there with him, sitting at Jesus' feet, listening to him give a sermon. Praise the Lord. I'm looking forward to that. But now enough of that. Her name is Soraya Rose, and I'm going to call her Rose. I cannot wait to meet my baby girl in March. It'll be the end of March. But I want to I will be back in a little while when this is cured. I will be back and finish this video. I'm doing like I'm finishing it up now. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, I will be back. So see y'all in a few. So it's been about 7 hours. And this is cured. As you can see. Let me see if I... Oh, going the wrong way. Okay. Now let's see if I can get it out. Give me a minute. Oh, there it goes. All right. Came right out. And I would say it's still a little wet on the bottom. Yeah, still a little wet. I probably should have wore gloves. Okay, so I'm back. I put some gloves on. Had a little bit that was still wet for some reason. All right, now I got to get, I'm just get this out and then now I can see a lot of bubbles. I don't know, yeah, see the bubbles. So it does have a lot of bubbles in it, but that's not gonna matter. I don't think, hopefully it won't. We'll see, probably Monday I'll pour this. All right. Looks good. The, I don't know why I might need to just cure some more maybe. Because right there around the edges it's still kind of wet. Look at that though, but it did really nice. Look at that. That is beautiful. I'm kind of glad I did it the size I did it. It might have took a little bit more. Went a little bit deeper, but it's still deep enough that it's gonna work fine. So I'm anxious to get that. I'm gonna leave it alone and let it cure some more. But I am anxious to pour that. There's still a lot of gooey stuff. I probably should have waited a little bit longer. Is what it is. Or maybe some wasn't mixed right. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. That's weird. Weird. Let me go ahead and spray some alcohol in here. Clean this so that the next time when I get ready to use it, it'll be ready to go. And the great thing about this is I mean, you've seen it in real time. It popped right out of there. So that's clean. And now all I do is take the top, put it back on it, keep it covered so nothing gets on it, and it's ready to go the next time I have a mold to make that size. That's great. Okay, so I'm not gonna, oh, I see something right there. I'm gonna leave it alone till it cures some more. But I'm gonna end the video with this, and then later on I'll make another video pouring this. You know what? No, I won't. I'm not gonna end it with this. I'm gonna just wait and come Monday. Today's Saturday night. So come Monday, I'll pour this and we'll see what we get. So I'll see y'all in 2 days. Hello, everybody. I'm back. It's Amy, Blessedepoxy. Okay, so this has cured. And I don't know what the first, and I probably shouldn't be putting my fingers in it, so I'm going to stop. What my first mold will look like. It's not the prettiest mold, but it's not the worst looking mold either. This is the flower that I used to make it, which is for my granddaughter's nursery. I will clean that up real good. For some reason, I think I had some, maybe when I scraped, that I didn't scrape good, because it was some that was still wet. And if you look, you can see it still right there. But yeah, I'll clean this up good later. Right now, I finished this yesterday, so it's been 24 hours. I'm anxious, so let me move this out the way for right now. I'm going to put the cup here. I'm going to put some mixed to mold in it. I don't know how much it's going to take. I'm going to do 2 big old scoops and take a look. Ooh, made a mess. I tell you, it's easy to make a mess with mixed to mold. I'm going to put just a, you know what? I ain't going to put no more, because I can always add more, but I can't take it away. And I'm going to add this, because she's wanting to stick with pink, so let's see what this looks like. Hopefully it's a shade darker. A little bit more. Because I'm trying to have it be darker than that one over there. All right. Oh, don't want to inhale that. I should put a mask on. Okay, I got to go get some water. All right. Pour some water in there. Let's put a little bit more. Standing up so I'm not right next to that, because the particles are blowing all over the place. So, and I hope y'all can hear me and understand me. I'm so sick of my voice being like this. It's crazy. Maybe not. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, that's good right there. I don't think that's going to be enough, but so let's put this back. Pour that much. Then I'm going to plop it so that hopefully get any bubbles out. Go ahead. Okay. Almost, but not quite. So let's move the, oops. Okay, let's leave that where it's at. So I'm making a mess. And let's put it. Oops. Quit getting in a hurry, Amy. Making a mess everywhere. Do it right there. I'm going to have this to hand to my daughter, well, not to hand to her, but let her see. I'm making her some lasagna soup. She's craving lasagna soup. So, come on, come on. Oh, ever so little more. I mean, just a very little. I don't want it to be too light compared to the rest. Just a little bit of that. Still going to be a little bit lighter. And see, when you just put that powder in that water, it does not, or that mica powder in that water, it doesn't want to mix as well as it does when it's with the yeah, that's good enough. It could take, why is it looking like it's not level? I'm going to leave it like that. That's going to be good. So I'll be back when this is cured. Okay, let's see what we have here. Remember, this is the one we made the mold from. I think it might be lighter than this one. I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully this has been in long enough to cure. Coming out real easy. Real easy. Oh, wow. I did have some bubbles. 3 of them. 4, no, a lot. So I do know the next time to take and run something in there to get rid of the bubbles, because there's a lot of bubbles. But let me cut this light on. Overall, it's pretty. It's really pretty. Yeah, you can see the bubbles. So the next time I do it, I will have something to run down in those areas and hopefully get rid of the bubbles. Oh, it's so pretty. I just hate that it had those bubbles. And I'm getting a lot of, I don't know about that mica powder. It's all coming off. It's like it all floated to the bottom, the glitter. Can't see it. Well, you can't see it in there. All right, well, there you go. That's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little short video of making a mold. And well, actually, it's not short when I put these, I think it's 3 or 4 videos together. It won't be so short. But making a mold and then using that mold and seeing what we get in the end. Like I said, the next time I pour it, I will make sure to make the mix the mold a little bit looser and to run something down in there to loosen any bubbles. But other than that, it is pretty. What do y'all think? Please comment. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. Like, share. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. I thank each and every one of you for subscribing and for taking the time out to come watch my videos. I pray that you all have a very blessed week ahead and that everyone is doing well. Remember to tell the ones you love that you love them and never take a moment for granted. We never know if we're going to have that next moment to see those we love. I love y'all, and y'all have a blessed day. Later.